I had really high hopes when I looked at the pictures that this car was going to clean up as a Survivor. Now my hopes are extremely low. That is awesome. Worldwide shipping is available on this cream puffer. What a great day to be alive. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard. Wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go. Morning, Alex.
Morning.
It's not even 5 a.m. yet.
I know.
You guys are here early. How'd you sleep?
Great, actually.
It works, doesn't it?
It does.
Helix Sleep. That mattress topper is great.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even have menopause yet.
No.
But it's comfortable. It keeps you cool.
Oh, yeah. I woke up at 4 o'clock and
it.
feel refreshed.
So I've been bragging to the guys. I've been getting great sleep for the last 2 years on my Helix Sleep mattress, and I love the Helix Sleep topper. Not only am I sleeping better, but a lot of my aches and pains have gone away. And it's cooler. Love it. So I've been bragging about getting good night's sleeps with my Helix Sleep, especially when we're up here early in the morning. Alex got a new house. He's been commenting about, hey, does the Helix Sleep really work? I said one of the neatest things is the mattress topper. So as you guys know out there already, Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses to choose from, and Helix just launched a variety of mattress toppers as well. While I love my Helix mattress, Helix also recently sent me their new dual comfort mattress topper. In a Wesper sleep study, our team measured participants' sleep performance after switching from their old mattress to a Helix mattress. 82% of participants saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle. Participants on average achieved 25 more minutes of deep sleep per night. Participants on average achieved 39 more minutes of overall sleep per night. The mattress comes rolled up in a box and it's super easy to install. And remember, keep in mind, there's a 100-night sleep trial. When I took the sleep quiz, they ask how you sleep, on your back, on your side. I sleep on the left side. Did you guys know that if you sleep on your left side, much less likely to get heartburn? Check out Helix Sleep's spring savings events. They're offering Coffee Walk fans 20% off site-wide. Just click the link in the description below. For those of you out there not ready for the actual Helix mattress, which I highly recommend, the Helix Sleep Topper is for all types of mattresses, so at least start there. We're continuing Corvettes. Looks like C3. Might be the year of the C3s. Even though my favorites are C1s and the C2s, but I'll take the C3s. So, we've got the Holy Grail C3. I think in both of our opinions, the LS6, 71.
Absolutely.
Now, when we rescued that car, most people, when they think 71, big block 454, they all think about the LS5. Because the LS6s are so rare. But we've got an LS5 located in Franklin, Texas. Which I've never heard of Franklin, Texas. But what they're telling me is it was ordered and they checked every box but one. Well, that'd be interesting to see a car that hard loaded.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you got some good sleep. Grab your cup of Joe, everybody out there, and let's go get a C3 Corvette. All right, well, we were not allowed to film in that barn, but we did buy the 71 454 T-top coupe, which will go with the options on it here soon. It is highly optioned. Look how much dust is on this. Well, we're back. It's 12:29. We left at 5 a.m. It was kind of an odd one. We got there and there was we weren't able to film the car in the barn. There was a little, I don't know what the situation was, but it's okay. So we're gonna actually just find out what we bought. We were hoping it was a white car with black interior that will clean up, but we have a sneaking suspicion that we stopped at Buc-ee's because Zach had to go to the bathroom and we noticed another color on it. So let's check the trim tag. So is the color 972 on the tag, Alex?
Look.
So 972 for paint would be white. This is not 972. It is 989, which is what we thought, Alex, at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
If you walk up, Alex put it on this headlight bucket. War bonnet yellow, which is actually gold. Let's see about the interior, see if it's been changed. 400, so 400 is black vinyl. 402, I believe, is leather. Build date on the car is January 71. You can also see that on the tag, which F09. F is January for 71 because they started the build dates on August. So if you count August to F, that's January. Car 6,093. There were roughly close to 22,000 71s built. Most of them were T-top coupes, over 14,000 of them. 454 LS5. We're gonna check to see if it's the original motor. The only paperwork we got with the car was the title. And it does not have its emissions decal right here, which is usually the first thing I look at to see what motor is supposed to have. All right, Alex, we are looking for, last four digits are 6093, which I just looked at over there. 6093.
6093.
6093. So far we've got a numbers matching 454 LS5, which I believe was a 360 horse. 360, 365, whatever. Power brakes. Do we have power steering? Power steering, power brakes, AC. It's a highly optioned car.
Yeah.
Original exhaust manifolds are on it. Does not have headers. Original quadrajet's on it. It's a good start. Is it locked up? Quadrajet is not locked up. It's a good sign. The AC appears to be complete. Correct heater stuff. Doesn't look like it's been hit in the front. Oh, look what I found. Sit down here, Alex.
$100.
Of course, I don't need it now. But the emission stickers right here. AV 454 cubic inch 4-barrel. AV is automatic 454. So let's see what other options it's got. I know it has power windows because we had to leave the door open to get it on the trailer. No tilt, no telescopic. It does have power windows. 71 was last year fiber optics. Okay. AM FM radio. It's cool. It hasn't been all hacked up. The only jicky thing I've seen on the car so far is the steering wheel. So the one thing we did get out of the family is they said the last time they drove it, the guy went and put new tires on it. So they thought the car had been sitting for 6 to 8 years. Looks to me it's been sitting longer than that. What do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
15.
So supposedly this is the last time they drove it. How many years do you think it's been sitting?
15-ish.
15, I think that's probably a pretty good guess. 2011, 14 years, you're on it. So this car's been sitting for 14 years. And it looks like it. In the pictures it looked like this was all dust, but I think a big old pterodactyl took a poop on this thing and I don't think it's gonna clean up. What do you think, Alex?
A lot of power wash.
We could try. So let's power wash it and see what it looks like. Since the carburetor's not locked up, usually a pretty good start. We'll see if the motor will turn over, maybe it'll run. What are we gonna spray on to try to get that off?
Our mystery stuff.
Go ahead. We're gonna use this against Alex's stuff. Now, we've found out this has actually been really good for cleaning Jeep denim seats.
Yeah.
It gets down the crevices and stuff, and it doesn't stain the paint stuff right. I want to see what it does on it. So I'm gonna try which sections look the same, so we can compare. How about the top of the fenders?
Sure.
All right, you get your mystery stuff, and I'll put this on here. Pretty sure we're not going to hurt this paint. It's definitely not original. I think a lot of it's just going to come off. But it is a 71 LS5, really good option car, big block. We're not going to stop buying cars. Please keep sending your leads to social@cbjeep.com, especially the Mustangs, the Shelbys, and the Corvettes. But we've got about 150 cars in stock right now, so we are being a little bit pickier than normal on what we are restoring and taking the time to go through, but we still love to rescue them and get them out there. Couldn't film it in the barn, but we do have a few pictures of it in the barn that they let us have. All right, you guys, what do you think? Is the Spray 9 or Alex Magic Mix going to work best? How long do we need to let it sit? I had really high hopes when I looked at the pictures that this car was going to clean up as a Survivor. Now my hopes are extremely low. Well, I'm not sure which one's working better so far, but this side looks pretty good. So what's your prediction? I don't know if the stuff I put on there yellowed it like that, or if it's, I guess we're going to find out.
I think my size can look better.
Let's go. Let's see. I think yours is a little bit better.
Mine felt like it came off easier.
Because you had the pressure washer closer to the paint, so yours would come out better.
Mine costs less.
That's correct, yours costs less. Spray 9 is more expensive than Alex's Magic Degreaser. So they did prep it some, primed it some. But you can see the war bonnet's underneath the primer. So, car wasn't stripped. But, if there's ever a car when you're stripping that you don't want to have been stripped all the way bare, it's a Corvette. If you can leave the original fiberglass underneath it, it's better. A lot of people strip them too far, mess up the gel coat, mess up the weave. I actually like to see that. Just my opinion. Alright, well let's finish spraying it off and get it in and see if it'll run. My confidence level is high on it running. What do you think?
I think so. We got the LS6 running.
This is true. I don't know if anybody knows that. Does anybody know that?
I don't think so.
The LS6 will be at McCacken this year, so stay tuned for that. Really?
Really what?
You're a much better mechanic than you are pressure washer.
Nah, I think the car cover ruined it.
I would agree. So we're talking to one of the family members. He told us that for a while this car was under a car cover under a tree. I don't know how many times I've said this.
Yeah.
Don't use car covers. I think it would have been much better than to have it. And then they put it in the barn. But when we got the pictures of it, we weren't aware of the first part of the story. I'm not saying they did anything underhanded, because they certainly did not. But when we were looking at the pictures, we were kind of excited because that would have been a whole lot of dust.
Yeah.
And it generally cleans up pretty good. However, so far the body looks good. Doesn't look like it's been hit. Pretty sure it's not going to buff out. What do you think, Alex?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? This one's not going to buff out. Needs to be painted. But it's a blank slate. I doubt somebody's going to go back to war bonnet yellow. As I don't dislike it, but I would imagine this car is going to end up another color. But being a numbers matching highly optioned car, maybe it goes back to the original color. All right, let's find a bay and see if it runs. You guys think this car will run? What do you think, Alex?
I think it will.
I already asked you that, and I already said I think it'll run, so our confidence level is super high. What do you think, Zach?
If Alex says yes, then probably.
Well, we're at 100%.
Yeah.
Maybe we ask one more person. Maybe we're at 75%. I'm going to get it a 75% chance of running. So it's a big block. It's not like you're just going to grab the fan belt and roll the motor over, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we can do that with 6 cylinders or small blocks, but it's tough to get on the front of the harmonic balancer, which I don't like to do anyway. So
It's just easier to do it this way.
I agree. Take the 5-on inspection cover off, which is right there. It hasn't been off before. See if the motor roll over. You really need to do this first. We're putting a battery in and just try to willy-nilly start it.
Look at that.
Wow, that's very easy. And generally, if you roll it a full 360 degrees, you're good to go. You can hook the battery up and start it. That's turning over really, really good, so we don't need to soak the cylinders.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're really difficult, so we'll pull the plugs and soak them overnight before we try to fire it up. So even though we know we need to replace the tanks, it looks bad, which I'm not sure we're gonna do. I'd love to do that, however, because this tank sticker might be there, but we're gonna take the fuel line off, even though there's probably nothing in it. Fuel line's not any good, so we're just gonna cut it. Well, it might have been, there was a little bit in there.
Pretty sure there's water.
If there was something in it, we're not gonna pump it in the carburetor. Kevin, I need one of you guys. So there's 5 guys over there, 0 reaction. Killing it. So Alex is underneath it with a creeper. You ready, Alex?
Ready.
Hang on, Anthony. You ready? Hit it. Nope, stage fright. Working. Battery goes best sector, have good connection. Oil pressure's up.
Outstanding. Pretty good.
It's been sitting for 14 years. That pop you heard in the background was not the car. It's them mounting and balancing tires over there. This is a working shop. Way to go, team. Yeah. Now that's a wrap. That's what happens when you have somebody operating the carburetor besides me. All right. All we do is we'll clean it inside, steam clean the chassis so everybody can see how good it is, and off to the next person, right, Alex?
Right.
We got 150 ahead of it, but it was a good rescue. It was a good day. That's a wrap. Pretty neat. Okay, we're in the new Baden General Store that's been here forever. I'll find out how many years in a minute. And this is where the restaurant is. We're eating, the closest thing to Franklin. There's a fire chief metal pedal car. It's got a bell on the front. We have one that we've been looking for. If you have a bell for one of these, let us know. Let's see if we can buy that. But I just went back and washed my hands. You gotta check this out. Boom. Check out this mobile gas pump. Look at the neon inlaid in that. That is so cool. It looks like this may have been the bay that you pulled in and got your gas. But this is the original General Store in New Baden, which is the closest restaurant to Franklin. Looks like they're smoking their meats right there. Look at this. How cool is that? Awesome.
We got scrambled.
Thank you.
That's a big old proper country breakfast right there on a real plate. You know where to go, Mark. I guess this is it, huh?
It's either this or Mexican food.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna do this. Bring the hash browns in too. What do you think, Alex? I get all that on the fork?
Good try.
It's gotta work. Suicide breakfast bite. Tastes great. Good way to start off the day. Clean plate clubber.
You want my bread?
No, sir. I'm not eating bread at the moment. Ooh, meat, eggs, and potatoes.
Good choice.
I highly recommend it. Baden's General Store, right?
New Baden General Store.
New Baden's General Store in New Baden's, close to Franklin.
As always, please
Like, tag,
Share and follow.
and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.